Mohammed Azimuddin Ghazi from Bangladesh. Be welcome. I'm going to read your curriculum. Uh, well, let me see. Dr. Ghazi is advocate, attorney at law in Bangladesh and the New York State Bar Association. 7 years legal professional experience, writer and researcher in legal field as well as entrepreneur. Strong leadership capability and UO People alum model OIC club member, Turkey, and UN volunteering activist and Youth for Human Rights International activist. And he is proud to be Bangladeshi. That's very nice. Well, the topic is fundamental rights randomly breaking through AI moderation and surveillance systems. Well, Dr. Mohammed, you have 10 minutes for your lecture, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Professor, and thank you for Dr. George, and as well as a 6 Mega World Congress organizer. I'm really pleased to be here to speak out about the topic, which is the fundamental rights matter posing AI posing serious privacy risk by amplifying data collection, interference, and surveillance. And I'm again very pleased to tell this presentation before all of our colleagues, our professor, and other organizers. Thank you. Let's start. What is AI? AI is the simulation of human intelligence by machine to perform tasks typically done by people. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is reshaping how all industries work, even with and machine task ordering coming into effect and completely transferring for privacy of individual. Most probably, we also know that artificial intelligence technology are rapidly transferring how data is collected, analyzed, and utilized. But this evolution comes with profound privacy implications by automating and scaling data collection, enabling powerful interference capability, and integrating with surveillance services. AI amplifying existing threats to personal privacy. It's really a break of fundamental rights. Because of that, without my consent, every and each part of the online platform asking to visit their necessity things, also the necessity fundamental right that our shopping, our fooding, our roaming, our outing, every place we are go through the Google. But whenever we are going to enter into a website, that time they are asking to the cookies acceptance. So which is a one kinds of example. AI amplifying existing threat to personal privacy from facial recognition and predicting profile to real-time tracking and behavioral analysis. AI system can introduce into intimate aspects of individual life, often without their knowledge or consent. Understanding this risk is essential for developing ethical framework and legal safeguards that protect fundamental rights in the age of intellectual machine learning. And what is the key privacy risk from AI? First example we can make the massive data harvesting. AI systems often require vast data sets, which may include personal or sensitive information. This increases the risk of unauthorized access or misuse of individual rights. Interference and identities as well as traits. AI can deduce private details like health status, political beliefs, or location, even from anonymous data also. Surveillance and tracking, AI-powered facial recognition, biometric analysis, and behavioral tracking, often used without consent in public and private sector. Moreover, the decision making, AI system used in hiring, lending, or law enforcement may make decisions based on personal data, with little transparency or accountability. Let's try to recognize or categorize the information to get a better understanding. Predictive policy. AI is used to predict where crimes are likely to be occur, helping law enforcement allocation resources most effectively. But how is this is going to happen? Because of that, this information already have been taken by the AI. Another example, forensic analysis. AI is used in analyzing evidence such as DNA, fingerprint, and political view, and moreover quickly and accurately because of how this data is leaking everyday work. Identifying and surveillance. AI is used for facial recognition, voice recognition, and other forms of identification, as well as in surveillance systems. Legal research and case management. Where is, we can say that, where is not AI are using? Everywhere from top to bottom, A to Z perspectives we are binding before the AI. And ethical and legal consideration should be measured to handling this type of privacy to be measured or litigate before leaking, such as a strong data protection law. Regulation like the Personal Data Protection Ordinance 2025 of the Bangladesh government has been taken initiative in very recently after the privacy is threatening everywhere through the smartphone, because we are going through searching over in Google, Opera Mini, or Firefox. Everywhere I am bound to give them without my concentration. They are taking all type of data from myself. And on the other hand, EU, European Union, General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, also another milestone legislature that has been the European Parliament made for protect the privacy of a human being. On the other hand, the California Consumer Privacy Act, CCPA, aim to give individuals more control over their data. But enforcement and global research remain challenges there. On the other hand, AI ethics and governance. Organizations are increasingly adopting ethical AI framework that prioritize privacy, fairness, and accountability. But actually, how this can be implemented, there have a lot of challenges. There have a lot of questions. On the other hand, privacy preserving AI. Techniques like federation learning, online learning, difference privacy, or homomorphic encyclopedia allow AI to learn from data without exposing any binding, and transparency and also the consent. This is really nowadays from the AI technology, it's really a bullshit. Because of that, without any transparency and consent, no need. Because whenever I am going through anything to asking through the AI, that directly collecting my data, that directly collecting my information. So this is really should be a transparent and also should be accountable. And possible future possibility and recommendation. AI can be arbitrary, like that the privacy leakage or identity leakage like Gaza genocide. There would be a universal guideline, because that has been happened. The whole world has been seen that Gaza people have been killed by AI intelligence, which was the identified their privacy. That was violated the human rights in the universal human right regulation by the United Nations. And AI justice. Nowadays, school causes some things are happening, arbitration or anything like can ask through the AI assistant. That would be another thing, that every information are coming from the website. And emotion detection and testimonies also should be measuring for possible recommendation. Blockchain for secure evidence tracking. Blockchain is a key pivot to protect privacy, and as well as AI power legal framework should be implemented also there. And lastly, the sum up of this lecture, the real issue is that just AI, it's how we choose to develop it. AI can be a tool for empower and control. The key is ensuring the privacy is not sacrificed in the name of progress. In Bangladesh and other developing nations, as well as the world, are adopting is rising, especially in finance, education, and governance through the AI system. However, privacy protection often lag behind. Strengthening local data laws and educating users about digital rights to essential to ensure AI benefit don't come to cost of personal freedom or breach of personal right. Moreover, AI not reshaping or replacing the human. It's enhancing the necessary insight concern for privacy. With thoughtful design and ethical safeguard, AI can make human privacy more accessible, efficient, and fair for all. And thank you for Professor and all of my colleagues' passions to hear my speech. I'm really great and pleased with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ghazi, for your lecture.